Who among us doesn't like to be heard and the center of everyone's attention for what we say? Many of us have gone through experiences where we felt that people don't listen to us, even though we have great ideas. But have you ever asked yourself why? Because the problem isn't in the ideas themselves, but in some behaviors that kill your presence and make others ignore you. Therefore, in this video, I will share with you some behaviors that quietly kill your presence and what you should do instead. So, let's get started. Take me as I am. Surely you've heard this phrase that reflects a fundamental skill in the art of communication. And it's not an insult as some people might think. For example, I remember a time when my grandmother visited a skilled doctor, and when she returned, she was very angry. I asked her why, and she said he was speaking to me in words I didn't understand, switching between French and English. No, I'm not gonna back to him again. Through this experience, I realized how using complex vocabulary can confuse the listener and make it difficult for them to follow the conversation, leading to a loss of interest in what you're saying. You might be asking yourself, so what's the solution? The solution lies in simplicity of expression. Because as a human, we are exposed daily to interacting with people from diverse cultural backgrounds. So it's essential to be aware of their needs and speak in a language they understand. And never think that using complex terms means you are more professional. On the contrary, allowing the other person to feel comfortable and easily understand your speech makes them more open to listening. Taking someone at their level doesn't mean you underestimate them. Rather, it shows your respect for their way of thinking. The best speech is that which is brief and clear. This famous saying indicates that good communication is concise and direct. This wisdom has played a significant role in changing my life and mindset for the better. Honestly, I was the queen of over explanation. I tended to elaborate and rephrase the same idea in different ways, thinking that more elaboration meant better understanding. However, what I didn't realize was that I was actually increasing the cognitive load on my listeners, leading to distractions and a loss of their ability to focus on what I was saying over time. Much like a match that burns brightly at first, then weakens and fades away. One tactic I adopted was to embrace a strategy inspired by traffic lights, where I limited myself to just 1 minute to convey my idea and leave a good impression on the listener. The goal of this strategy was to focus only on the most important points, which helped me present my idea clearly and confidently, reducing the cognitive load on the listener and give them more space to think about what I was saying, thereby enhancing their understanding. Until I realized that the less I spoke, the greater the impact. So if you want to be listened to, let your words be concise and effective. Make every word count and give your listeners the opportunity to think about what you say. Sometimes you may have the best ideas, but they suddenly disappear. In contrast, another person, even with simple words, can capture everyone's attention. From this, we conclude that it's not about what you say, but how you say. Imagine you're speaking in a monotonous tone, without any change or variety. That would be very boring for people. But if you use techniques like modulation with rises and falls in your tone and changes in the speed of your speech, you will add the excitement and the curiosity for the listeners, making them eager to listen to you until the end. For example, during a seminar I attended, I noticed how anyone trying to convey an important idea speaks slowly, but when they want to emphasize a particular point, they raise their voice and replace fillers like So, like with short pauses, giving the listener a chance to absorb the information. This makes the idea clearer and more significant for them. Through this method, you will be able to make the idea clearer and more significant for them. In conclusion, always remember that what truly matters is not just what you say, but what leaves an impact on others. So it is essential to avoid the three behaviors I shared with you and instead replace them with habits that attract others' attention. So I hope this video has helped you in some way. Okay guys, if you liked my video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video and comment below this video. Thank you for watching.